Okay,
All right. Notice is hereby given that this is a regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Sandy Oaks, Texas, being held today, Thursday, July 27, 2023, at 6:30 PM at City Hall, 22870 Priest Road, Sandy Oaks, Texas, where a quorum of the City Council is present. All agenda items are subject to action. This meeting is being called to order at 6:34 PM. Of course, you can join the meeting via our stream that is found in your agenda. The public has been permitted to offer public comments as provided by the agenda and is permitted by the presiding officer during the meeting by signing up with the city secretary in person at least 15 minutes in advance of the meeting, or by emailing or calling the city secretary at 210-607-0834, or at least 2 hours in advance of the meeting. Any written comments received at least 2 hours in advance of the meeting have been provided to the city council for consideration. Madam Secretary, may I have a call to order?
yes, sir. Mayor Pro Tem Alvarado? Here. Alderwoman Martinez?
Here.
Alderman Rapina?
Here.
Alderman Coffin-Decker?
Here.
Alderman Fillinger?
Here.
We do have our city secretary and our city attorney. You do have a quorum.
Thank you. May we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, moving on to agenda item 3, citizens to be heard. Persons wishing to speak may sign up with the city secretary in the time and manner as indicated in the posted agenda. Madam Secretary, do we have anybody signed up?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Moving on to number 4, mayor administrator announcements. We got a few announcements for today. So first of all, we want to wish a happy 4th anniversary to Chief Lopez. Today is his 4th anniversary, so congratulations. And his birthday is on August 1st.
Oh.
So we won't say how old he is.
31 again.
31 again. Again, times 2.
That's like 30 years experience. Good job.
Also, the city secretary, it's her 5th anniversary on Sunday. Coincidentally, she also got hired the day before or after,
The day before my birthday.
the day before her
Before my
birthday.
Monday.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's not much of a gift, but congratulations. You got a job. You got a job. And in relation to the park committee meeting, that is on August 1st. So that'll be Tuesday at 6:30. And then also I have the Hilltop Peaks project is underway. We did have 2 issues with water line breakages, and I've been working with C3, and they've resolved them right away. So if any of the residents hear of anything like that, by all means, do let us know so that way we can track it and monitor it, and really figure out the root cause of those issues. Because I mean, everything was marked out, so we just got to figure out what's happening. And then last on my notes, there is a World Series championship team that lives in the area. It's called Texas Elite. They are a 6U T-ball team, and so I want to give them a shout out. A big congratulations. They won their World Series in Louisiana, in Youngsville, Louisiana. They won all their games. They played they played in a bracket of 20 teams and came out on top against Florida, a lot of Texas teams, Louisiana teams. So
Adults.
6U T-ball. Little adults. So congratulations to them.
They're called Texas Elite.
Texas Elite. Yes, ELIT. Yeah. And it's a pretty awesome complex. I was already contemplating, how do we get this in Sandy Oaks? And then they told me they have a $15 million add-on coming soon. So I don't know if we have enough residents to do that, but it was a beautiful complex if you ever get a chance to visit it. Youngsville, Louisiana. All right. Moving on to the next agenda item, the consent agenda. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine by the City Council of the City of Sandy Oaks and will be enacted by one motion. There will not be separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. All right, you do have your June 22nd, 2023, and your July 13th, 2023.
I move to approve the agenda as read. Consent agenda.
Consent agenda. The consent agenda?
The consent agenda.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll second. Oh, go ahead. You can.
While they argue about it, I'll second.
I heard Alderwoman Martinez.
Okay. All right, so I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Alvarado and a second from Alderwoman Martinez to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed. That passes unanimously. Let's before we jump to 6, let's actually get the easier stuff out the way in respect of time. So let's move to the animal control. We're actually going to postpone that as I'm still researching quotes on an animal transport vehicle. So look forward to that in the future.
Are we looking at just a vehicle or are we looking at the
That's right.
and an insert that would go in the back?
I mean, it could be either or, but
We're not.
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah,
There's items pulled, let's move on.
yeah, that's cool. We'll talk some more about it. Thank you. Okay, moving on to 8A, discuss under possible action on ordinance number 2023-20-222, ordering a general election to be held on November 7th, 2023 for the purpose of electing Alderman Place 1, 3, and 5. Okay, so as a lot of our citizens. Oh, man, I can do it. Let me do it. Hold on.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna pass. Mayor Pro Tem, would you like to go ahead and read it?
no, do it. Discutir y acción posible tocante una ordenanza 2023-22-22 del Consejo Municipal de la Ciudad de Sandy Oaks, Texas. Pide una elección general que se celebra el 7 de noviembre de 2023 con el propósito de elegir el concejal del lugar 1, el concejal lugar 3 y el concejal lugar 5.
Thank you. All right, so like we've been talking about, and it's been posted on Nextdoor. We do have some alderman positions coming up, as it says 1, 3, and 5. So I do ask all for one, councilman, if they'd wish to rerun, to go ahead and put your application in, and 2, ask our citizens that if they are so enlightened to participate in city affairs, to please show up, please sign up. Not that people here aren't doing a great job, but I mean, maybe they want to break too. So, but they can't do that unless people show up. That's really all I have to say. I just encourage our citizens to step up and be the voice that they want to be for our city. Anybody have any questions?
So I move that we adopt ordinance number 2023-222.
I'll second. Okay. Okay, I have a movement from Alderman Fillinger and a second from Alderman Rapino to adopt ordinance number 2023-222. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed. That's unanimous.
And before the meeting, or before everyone disperses, if they could sign the ordinance that requires everyone's signature.
Okay, we can do that at the end, at the
Yes.
very end. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go back to 6A. Executive session to deliberate the appointment, compensation, hours, duties, benefits, start date, and other related matters to the employment of a police officer pursuant to Texas Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, Section 551-074, personal matters. It is now 6:43 p.m. We will break off into executive session. Um, okay, time is now 6:57. We will now resume our normally scheduled meeting. Okay, so as we move on to agenda item now 6B, discuss under possible action on the appointment, compensation, hours, duties, benefits, start date, and other related matters to the employment of a police officer. So I think we could just start off on compensation or on the appointment. I think the appointment should be to our patrol officer. As far as the compensation per the employee manual, the starting pay is $18 per hour. The hours will be subject to the chief as he defines. The duties will be assigned again by the chief. Benefits are to start after 90 days minus the TMRS, which starts immediately rather. I do recommend a start date of 7/31 if that works. And I believe the probation period will be 1 year. So those are kind of the gist of what I'm thinking, but we do need a motion on any of that before we can move forward.
Let's hold on a minute. Mr. Costas, do you understand what he's saying, and is that acceptable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I make a motion that we offer the position to Mr. Costas as you stated.
I'll second.
Okay, so I have a motion from Alderman Fillinger and a second for Alderman Rapino to offer the patrol officer position to Mr. Casas with a, to offer the patrol officer position starting at $18, hours to be directed by the chief, duties to be assigned by the chief, benefits to start after 90 days minus the TMRS with the 1 year probation period. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? That passes unanimously. Congratulations, sir.
You got a job.
You got a job. Okay, yeah, if you come forward, please.
And we need to read that. And so.
Okay. And then this is repeat after me, right?
Yeah, raise your.
Okay, so go ahead and raise your right hand. I, Marcos Casas,
I, Marcos Casas,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties of police officer
that I will faithfully execute the duties of police officer
for the city of Sandy Oaks
for the city of Sandy Oaks
of the state of Texas
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve,
preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks.
We got it on video. I did just now. Okay. All right.
I can see he's gonna be famous on Facebook tonight.
Already.
Okay.
All right, one more order of business. We could move to agenda item 9,
I moved to adjourn,
and that motion is accepted at 7:01 PM.
and everybody has to stand in line to sign.
Yes, you cannot leave.